Woody?
Why am I alive? You are a toy. You belong to Bonnie. These are your friends.
Hello.
Woody, I have a question. Well, actually not just one. I have all the questions.
In the movie I saw yesterday, I feel a lot of scare and horror scene.
Yeah.
And I feel because this is about Goody, and Goody is always being scared of being lost or forget or don't love by a kid.
We need the scary parts, or just the dramatic parts. Yeah, because it's scary to be a toy. It's hard to be a toy in the world. We thought about it a lot where they can't just walk across the room. They have to hide in the dark and wait for people to go. So there's a lot of hurdles they have to go through to just be in the world.
The thing about all the Toy Story films is that they all have that because it is part of the world. So even the Toy Story 1 has Sid's room, which is at first, you're terrified they're going to get ripped apart. And then 3, of course, has the garbage can, incinerator and everything. So it's even, I think it's Stinky Pete in 2 says it's a dangerous world out there for a toy, and so he's right.
And what about Forky? Because Goody is this toy who wants to live forever.
Yes.
And he has a problem to accept that he's not going to live forever. But Forky, he feels he's belong to the trash.
Yeah.
And he's the opposite of the Goody. He feels that his job is end. He wants to go.
He wants to go.
Several times. How you opposite that characters? Who has that idea?
Well, one thing, we had a joke about it, and it's not in the film now, but I always thought it was funny to have a character who's born out of the trash, that wants to go back into the trash, doesn't understand that he is a favorite toy at the moment. And we've seen what the trash actually looks like in 3, which is the incinerator and everything. We had a joke where Forky went, "Look, I don't want to be a toy, just put me in I want to go to the garbage can." And Woody said, no, I've been to the dump before. And Forky would go, "Oh, Lucky!" Oh. So just that idea that we've seen that, we know what will happen, and we're on Woody's side already. We're like, okay, he's going to mentor this little guy and help him understand what it actually means to be a toy.
You take the risk to separate Goody from Boss and the gang, because this story, I feel, is the Goody ending of his travel.
Yeah.
More than the old gang. The gang is okay.
Well, we knew that we needed to go there in the story because it was the only real way to kind of complete the story. I mean, we spent a lot of time writing and rewriting and trying to figure out what's the most emotional and powerful movement for Woody to take.
And I will say that we tried a bunch of different versions at the end, and none of them felt as strong as this, and none of them felt necessary unless it was this one. Like, it didn't have enough of a turn for Woody's character.
As a fan, and not as a film critic, I always think Goody will find the Andy's kids, or somehow will return to Andy. You think that is a possibility? I know you say Toy Story 4 is the end, but...
Well, we said Toy Story 2 was the end, too.
I know that.
I don't know. We've never thought that through. But
we thought, we approached this movie. We don't have a big, Marvel Cinematic Universe thing planned out, but we just approached this film with 1, 2, 3, and 4 being a complete story there.
But we understand that sentiment because as parents now, I mean, I'm giving my kids my toys that I had when I was little, and there is something beautiful to that. I think that's just speaks to the importance of toys and how people just grow up with them. They're almost like your first friend, that you imprint on as a kid, and so I think that's kind of just part of the ingredients that makes these films work.